so psyched to be talking to both of you. I'm such a huge fan of both of you. This is really cool.
Thanks, Chris. Same here, man.
Oh, thanks. Great. Yeah, I figured. So it's good.
I'm at JoBlo.com.
Nice. So Paul, I got to start with you. So you have to have been a fan of Ghostbusters growing up, right?
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah. and what was it like being on the set of, did you ever think in a million years that you would be part of a Ghostbusters movie?
No, not in a trillion years. Oh my God. I never would have predicted this. It was amazing. Yeah. I was a fan growing up, like everyone my age, every kid was way into this movie. And it was a seminal film, I think, for my entire generation.
Oh, mine. Yep.
Yeah, so to be a part of it is, in a way, it's like I only have so much bandwidth that I can even take it in, or because my brain would like fritz out. I kind of can't believe it. I was on set and I got to see the proton packs and I got to hold a ghost trap, and it's these things that I've grown up with, like just looking at and knowing, and not to mention many other things in the film that would, made my brain kind of spin out. It was so thrilling. I still kind of can't get over that, the fact that I got a ticket to the party.
And Carrie, I mean, you really gave the movie, I found, a lot of heart and a lot of soul. And I was just wondering, what about the role attracted you to the project? Because I thought you were so good.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, being asked goes a long way. So I've told the story before, but Jason actually called all the directors I've worked with to find out if I was funny, probably because I'm not given a lot of funny material. And luckily they said yes. So he invited me to come read it. Well, it had its moments. I think people who watched it actually found that to be true. But yeah, I think I don't mind getting to carry some of that gravitas in a movie, because I think the power in a movie like this is in the specificity of those relationships. And that's where we get the stakes. That's why we care about this family and what happens to them. And so it's a real testament to Jason's writing. We all know his films as an independent filmmaker. He really does concentrate on relationship and specificity. And this is a Jason Reitman film, It's in the Ivan Reitman legacy, but it's very much Jason's film. And I'm really proud to be a part of it.
And Paul, as a guy who's done a lot of teaching at summer school and substitute teaching, I really enjoyed the scene where you first meet the class and you just put on Cujo for them. What was that like? That must have been kind of fun.
Absolutely.
You captured teachers very well at some point.
Think back. It is true. I've played any role, it seems, that I've played where I'm put in charge of kids, whether it's a camp counselor or a in a Big Brothers program, and I have no interest in anything productive or good with the students. That made me laugh when I read the script that he just puts on Cujo. And then I loved it that he's, he only treats kids like that with respect, and certainly McKenna's character immediately connects with her and is gets a kick out of her and is impressed by her, and so there's I love that the character that I play gets to have this really cool relationship with these really interesting kids and who are amazing actors as well.
Totally. And Carrie, I asked Paul this question, but I got to ask you, did you also grow up watching Ghostbusters, and were you a big fan of the franchise going in?
I did. It came out in 1984 and I was born in 1981. So I was a wee little thing, but it was on TV all the time. Right. And then the second film came out when I was a little bit older. And it was just that time when, like, in the 80s, we just had the TV on all the time and those movies would come on constantly. And I just feel like we played Ghostbusters. We didn't have the toys or anything, but it was very much part of my world. And I loved ghosts and werewolves and vampires and mummies. So it was really right up my alley. But then also the comedy. And now, I live in Chicago and Harold Ramis and Bill Murray and, Second City, we're known for kind of turning out those kind of performers. And I'm just really proud to be a part of that legacy.
Well, thank you so much, both of you. Thank you for making the time to talk to me. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks. Hey, nice to meet you.
What's the poster behind you?
It's a James Bond movie, On Her Majesty's Secret Service. huge
Yeah. That's so cool.
That's cool.
Thank you very much. So, Finn, I gotta start with you. When you put on the Ghostbusters outfit on Stranger Things, did you ever think that one day you'd be the real deal, an actual Ghostbuster?
No,
Yes.
not at all. Yeah. What if I was like, of course? No, no, I don't know. I think being in that world, prepared me maybe a little bit for it, but it definitely didn't expect for me to be in a Ghostbusters movie.
Awesome. And Mckenna, I feel like I've seen you in a million movies, but I didn't recognize you at first because your transformation was so intense as Phoebe. And I was just wondering, what was that like for you to kind of like be like, because you look completely different and you're so good.
Turn into a different person. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because I feel like usually I just I play the younger version of most white women in Hollywood. So it's just I have this like
Tonya
very
Harding,
generic like white
Captain
girl
Marvel.
look. And so and so it's really
Harding,
funny.
Captain
So
Marvel.
so now it's like, and it's really cool to whenever I get to play my own character instead of watching someone else and mimicking them.
Yeah.
But it was really cool to get to create Phoebe with Jason. I was talking with him last night and I was like, if we do another one, please don't make me cut my hair like that. And he was like, hey, we gave you an iconic look, okay? But that haircut was horrible. But I would do it. It's Ghostbusters, so I can't complain. But
I love that haircut, dude. Maybe it'll be a little longer.
Hard to upkeep. Do you not remember what it looked like whenever my hair was straight?
Your hair is straight, and it was like, it looked crazy when your hair was straight.
That's so rude.
I don't have that problem.
Yeah.
I don't know if you.
No,
I don't have that problem. So
It didn't look crazy after that. You wore the band, the cute band.
It was
and it was
so
fine.
bad,
It wasn't
man.
bad. You know, with the ponytail
It
on
was
top.
so bad. But yeah, it was like a total transformation for me. That's one of my favorite things to do. Because I had gone from, I did a film called Troop Zero where I had bleach blonde eyebrows and bleach blonde hair that was like that. And I was this really outgoing character. And then I went into Ghostbusters where I had this short, like
black hair.
And I was playing this very introverted.
Oh, well, you were amazing though. I thought you were so good, and so were you, Finn. And I gotta ask, were you a Ghostbusters fan? Like, did you see Ghostbusters when you were younger? Because I feel like my generation, everybody watched it, but I was wondering what was. Yeah.
No, I think it crosses generations for sure. I don't, and even if like someone hasn't seen it, they've obviously seen the No Ghosts.
Yeah.
I mean, I was actually a part of an anti-Ghostbusters club before.
Very anti-Ghostbusters. No, we were both fans. We were just talking about it. Like we don't have a specific like memory, but it was always on in our houses and stuff. We were always fans, so it's cool to be in the movie.
And Mckenna, you said something interesting. How you kind of always played these younger versions of these iconic characters, but so. It must have been a different experience for you though on this one, being the lead of like a tentpole movie like this. And I was just wondering what was it like for you, because you are the lead of the film. I mean, I think of it as your movie. And what would you think?
No, she absolutely carries the movie on her back.
You were amazing.
You really
don't think that it's absolutely. Whenever I think of it, I absolutely do not think of it as like
it's so funny
as like my film or as like. It's ours collectively because all of us worked so hard on it.
Yeah, everyone's
like
really good
whether
at it,
Phoebe's story is like one of the most prominent ones, it's still like all of us because like it's us together, you know. It's all of us together. But
no, but you had a lot of heavy lifting.
It was exciting. It was really cool for me. I felt honored. You know, I felt scared, but it was really special. Really special to me. It's one of my proudest accomplishments.
Well, I have to say, as a Ghostbusters fan from pretty much the time I was born, I really hope that you two get to continue on with your characters and carry on this legacy. Are you excited to maybe do a sequel?
Dude, if it does well, I'm sure fans are really liking it, and
I heard that.
Thank you, man. I know it'll do well. I just I don't want to jinx it. I really want to keep going.
I actually don't tell them, but I heard that they're doing a sequel and they recasted Trevor.
What did you say? Huh? I just didn't. Sorry, I spaced out for a second.
That's cool. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
Take care.
Later.
I remember Revelations. And I looked as he opened the sixth seal. There was a great earthquake. Judgment Day. Raise a cult.
I'm calling about what happened in New York.
There hasn't been a ghost sighting in 30 years.
Oh my God. What is happening here?
Her grandfather was a Ghostbuster.
Something was coming and he knew it.
I think we opened the gates of hell.
Hey, have you missed us?